Hello everybody, I'm More Gravity. Let's play chess. We're going to review a game of chess that I finished about 5 minutes ago. I had the white pieces. Let's get started. Alpine Sicilian. Her white moves to c3. It's a great way to shore down control of the d4 square at center. Still within book. White wants to trade the pawns on d4, and usually black is okay with that, and this is what occurs. And now white has earned for himself a central pawn duo. The move g6 prepares bishop g7, which isn't all that bad. Black might be a little bit careful about his c6 knight because of the potential advance pawn to d5, challenging that knight, and could be a way for white to get this knight moving around, and maybe even at danger of being lost. I played knight to f3, which is apparently a inaccuracy, and Stockfish indicates that d5 right away is the move. So perhaps d5 here instead of my playing knight f3 first. Bishop g, knight f3, bishop g7, knight c3, simple development, and now knight to f6, and we feel like black is going to have a safe king soon. Fine, but where's black's center? I understand he has this bishop fianchetto. I can counter that by placing my pawn on e5 and have a not so highly valued piece protected twice, and one of the protections coming from another not so highly valued piece. So I'm not really sure that this strikes against the center from the sidelines as well as it might, as well as black might intend for it to do. And so right away in that line I'm playing e5 here. I think that the knight on f6 is just going to be, let's count squares, right? With the safe squares, not a safe square. Let's count unsafe squares. Not a safe square, not a safe square. Also not a legal move either. Not a safe square, not a safe square. G3 is an idea. H5 is an idea. Sorry, I said G3, I meant G4. And back to G8 is an idea. It's actually the computer favorite idea in this position. And so in the last two moves, black has made the move knight f6 and then back to G8. Although my opponent chose knight h5, which I'd like better. This is a better move. Why is this a better move than G8? G8 going right back to G8, and black's just flat-footed, start to finish all the way. Though his pieces are too flat-footed on the back rank. He doesn't have his pawns advanced enough. White's gonna roll with a huge advantage in space. But knight to h5. The thing I like about this is it challenges white to find. Okay, so if this is a wrong move, what is it? No, remember, I want to make a point to take the time out. I don't see this question mark, indicating that this is a mistake. I can't see that while my opponent and I are playing. This is after the fact, during analysis, right? Now I see it, but I'm an experienced and strong player, so I know that this is all. I know knights on the rim are grim. So I already know to look for ways to attack this knight based on experience and teaching with that quotation, knights on the rim are grim. And many chess players know that. So I look around, and I think, aha, pawn to g4 attacks the knight, and then the knight has no safe place to move afterwards. Alright, so I'm going to gain material by way of knight h5. But then why is knight h5 a good move? Because it makes your opponent, as black I say, it makes white find the right continuation. It's more likely that I'm going to boggle this somehow, or bungle this or whatever somehow, then it is likely that I'll bungle knight back to g8. If upon, here with knight back to g8, there's hardly any way I could play that makes this difficult for white. Yeah, I don't know. I'd say, yeah, slightly knight h5 is the better move. Knight to g8, in a tournament situation, maybe, I don't know. But they're both desperate moves, and I'm glad I played well to force this from black. And my opponent, by playing knight h5, shows that he's challenging me to think about the position, to think and find g4. The pawn, in some cases, would be a little bit of a target here on g4, and where is it going as far as my kingside pawn shield is concerned? Those are concerns, and it's worth it for the material to win that knight. So the knight goes back to f6, and we see that things just haven't really worked out very well for black from the opening. Mostly the move e5. I think the main summary of this game is right here, with white to move, pushing the move e5. Not to belabor this too much, but from there, one thing I did well was to really push for when you stick the dagger in, make sure to turn. Or some say when you stick the knife in, make sure to turn. Saying, like, if you're battling a bear and you have your hunting knife in near his neck, wherever it is, it's in, good, then turn. The bear will fall. I'm sorry about that. Really, no, just to go for it when you sense blood, just to go for it. I sense blood here. Yeah, I'm up 2 points of material, but I think white has more than that on the board. With black making a move like d4 here, white has pawn to g5, and now white will be up another piece. If black wants to hold on to a third piece, he has to disrupt his kingside castling possibilities. Once the rook has moved, he can't castle, that kind of stuff. So I did. I saw the win, and I went for it. Sort of, mostly just a natural continuation of the position. I'm winning trades and capturing pieces where possible. So white wins. And like I said, I guess the main things about this game were the move e5 here, and move here marked as an inaccuracy that kind of had a stronger impact than that on the game. But the move knight f6, as well as the move e5, and then going for it. Well, e5, finding the continuation when my opponent challenged me with knight h5 instead of knight g8, and then really just going for everything, going all out, going for gold, in it to win it kind of approach to this game by white, and creates this nice game as a result. And resigns. So this game was shown to be very accurate by white, and accurate enough that black need not hang his or their head. Black played well, and interestingly, kind of maybe knight f6 wasn't the greatest, but these things happen over the time course of playing chess. So high accuracy by white, middle accuracy by black, And I finished the game out against the computer. I'm going to play this rather quickly. You see that the ending position wasn't all that tenable for even the super strong computer to defend. And White is going to create queens and force checkmate. When that's done, we see also very accurate analysis. The computer analyzes white as being very accurate and analyzes black as being quite accurate here, 83. And half of these moves being profitable, put forth by computer on the highest setting, on the strongest setting. Okay, that's all for today, folks. Thank you so much for watching. I'm More Gravity. Have a great night.